Don Christie. I'm a co-founder of Optifire, also the Chief Technology Officer. So there's currently three co-founders. There's myself, obviously, Mike Wallas is the chairman, and Sharon O'Connell is also the co-founder. Sharon and I are partners and have been together 16 years. We ran our last business together. We brought Mike on board to really productize and commercialize our offering. Optifire is an off-page retargeting solution for media agencies and communications agencies representing big brands that have massive social profiles, and we leverage audiences from those profiles. We use retargeting technology, which is pixels and cookies and all of those advertising terminologies to identify users and put them in the right funnels for the brands. Retargeting is not a new strategy. Everybody's been to Amazon, clicked on something they wanted to buy, maybe it's a camera, and then they've gone to Facebook or other web properties and seen that advertisement on the right-hand column or in an ad somewhere. Where we take it like 50 million miles further is we take the technology there, but we leverage different social platforms by using pixels inside short links, a little bit like a bit.ly link, and we use that technology all wrapped up together and identify the users to put them the right message in front of the right user. Yes, so over the last 5 or 6 years, big brands have spent millions upon millions of dollars building web properties like a Facebook wall, maybe a Twitter account, maybe an Instagram account. And what the problem is, your audience is locked to those accounts. So you can't take your Facebook audience and then go and use it on your Twitter audience. And you can't take your Twitter audience and go and advertise across Instagram account. So what we do is we leverage all of the pixel technologies of all of the platforms, wrap it up into one and really centralize that platform, and then use that to drive audience and budget for the brands there. So we went back to front. We did an MVP. We knew that there was a massive demand in the market from our video business, that there was this shortfall between what a brand was spending and the audience they were leveraging online. So we knew that there was that place. So what we did is we built our first version, which was cartoons and really basic tech. We got that up to a stage where we knew the technology worked, and we used it for our own internal recruitment. And then we went to the marketplace, went and pitched, did the Pitch Fest thing. We won a major award with Clemenger BBDO in Melbourne, who are introducing us to some massive clients and really helping us commercialise down there. And then we brought Mike on board to really go out to the marketplace and introduce investors and bring in that full circle.
So as a business angel and an entrepreneur and a technology tragic for the last 30 years, I was introduced to Optifire through one of my legal colleagues who was helping them with some of their intellectual property formalization processes and getting them ready for commercialization. And I guess what struck me was the value proposition. And I've looked at hundreds and hundreds of businesses over the last couple of years, and what particularly struck me about Optifire was that they had a really unique solution to a major problem. And really the understanding of the extent of the problem was what made me look more closely at it. And that's why I decided to start the conversation with Don and Sharon and see if I could add any value to them. I guess over the months we've changed and modified the value proposition so people like I can understand it a little bit better. But I was lost. In the first 10 minutes, there was an assumption of knowledge which I didn't have. So I must say it was a little bit daunting at the beginning, but I went and did some homework very, very quickly. You know, a lot of people in technology want to be everything to everybody. They come to you and they say, I've got a solution, now let's go and find the problem. They very definitely, having through their previous commercial lives, had identified very clearly what the problem was. And so I loved their passion, their clarity, and that this was only the beginning. So this wasn't a one-shot, if we don't do this and we don't get this right, it's all over. That really appealed to me.
I think a business works the best when you're offering the best amount of value for your customers. And so if that means taking investment to add more value to your customers, great. But if you're only taking investment just so you can be in Crunchbase, it doesn't make sense. So we see our pipeline as serve more customers, and if it makes sense to scale the business later on and take some investment, so be it. We're not holding out for investment to make sure that we can survive. We're selling so we can survive. we went into this enterprise building something that no one had done before. Everybody knows what a retargeting solution is, and everybody knows that their audience is sitting out there in the social media landscape, and you have to go and play with those individual social channels. We built the product because we believed in a narrative that a lot of people are leaving a lot of audience budget on the table. I think there's going to be a whole bunch of money thrown at startups over the next couple of years, and I think that guys like Steve Baxter and River City Labs and some of the innovations opportunities is great. I think that some of the Gold Coast startup community is going to really take on board. It's funny because up here in Brisbane it's really creative side. Down on the Gold Coast, ironically, is super techy. And I think that if everything goes the way it's supposed to go up here with the plans for sort of certain buildings and areas to go ahead, I think they'll attract the right sort of investment and the right sort of support. Who knows what the next 5 years is going to bring, but Optifire is going to be there and we're going to be playing in our own sandpit and it's going to be a lot of fun.